Hi, I'm bigcal and welcome to my world. Today is the second part of my MCU tier list. In the previous video posted yesterday, I ranked phases 1 and 2 and had to split the video the end of that because it was going on too long. So now we're going to delve into phase 3. So let's begin. Start off with Civil War. Not quite S ranking, but still unbelievably fantastic. Absolutely. Let's just go on, place it down somewhere. Yeah, obviously we had a Civil War. I knew of the Civil War storyline from Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Unfortunately, I was disappointed with that game in general. It wasn't fantastic, but I was excited to see this on the screen. All these superheroes coming together and fighting. You know, we had that huge action scene at the airport, which just about makes the film, really. And of course, we have the introduction of probably my all-time favourite superhero, Spider-Man. He finally shows up in the MCU. And that was awesome for me. That was huge. Excellent film. Not quite as good again as it could have been. Still had some issues here and there, especially how at the end everything seemed okay. You know, Tony Stark gets a letter and a phone from Captain America, basically saying, "Yeah, we got some problems, but you ever need me, give me a call." It's like, it's supposed to have fallen fucking out. They just had a massive civil war. But yeah. Whatever, that's fine. Moving on now to Doctor Strange. Really liked the Doctor Strange character when he showed up in Spider-Man animated series, so I was excited to see him on the big screen. Honestly, I'm going to have to put this down D. The Incredible Hulk. It's definitely not one of the best Marvel films. It really isn't. Visually, again, kind of like Thor. Spectacular, absolutely spectacular. The visuals of going through, the different realities and that was incredible. That looked amazing, but story-wise, just really kind of lacking in everything. And then we have Dormammu, this ultra powerful, interdimensional being or whatever you want to call him. I remember him from again the Spider-Man show. It's like, wow, Dormammu's in this, and he's just ultimately pointless. Does very little. He's just got his minions to do it, and he doesn't really do anything else. You just have the Dormammu, Dormammu. I've come to bargain, and he kills Doctor Strange a bunch of times, but gets caught in a time loop and eventually gives up. And that's it. It's like you wasted Dormammu on that. At least build up to fucking Dormammu. He could be the Thanos of the next phase. So, disappointed with that. Definitely not the best film, but Doctor Strange is a fantastic character. Guardians of the Galaxy 2! So, obviously, after the first one was so much fun, I was hyped for the second one, and a bit of a disappointment compared to the first one. It's nowhere near as good, but it's still great. Still really fun. Again, the great soundtrack. You got more character development, things like that. And yeah, it's a really good film. But again, with Ego, the giant planet, it turned out to be Peter Quill's dad, and it just kind of fell a bit flat towards the end. It's just like, really, that's it. It does, I think, drag on for a little bit at the start, but yeah, it does get into it. It gets really fun. It's below the original Guardians. Then we have Spider-Man Homecoming, the first true Spider-Man film in the MCU, and in my opinion, the first and so far only good Spider-Man film. But I'm only going to put it B. It was fantastic for me personally to see Spider-Man on the big screen not sucking. I hate the original sort of Spider-Man trilogy, Sam Raimi. The first one was watchable. The second one, which is considered by so many to be one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, bored the absolute shit out of me to the point where I refused to watch the third one. Then they did a reboot, The Amazing Spider-Man. I tried. I probably got 10 minutes into the first one, just like, nope, none of this for me. So when Spider-Man was brought into the MCU, I was so happy. It was done so well. The film isn't perfect. It's definitely far from perfect, but they do a great job with it anyway. I loved the Vulture character. It was very well done. Obviously, the Vulture isn't one of the bigger Spider-Man villains, but it was really cool to see someone other than the Green fucking Goblin, who I can't stand from the films just because it was just constantly there. It's like, give it a break. We've seen enough of the Green fucking Goblin. Yeah, so Spider-Man Homecoming, really enjoyed it. Not perfect, don't really like the reveal of having that other character as an MJ. It's not Mary Jane, but it's still an MJ, and it's just, why did you do that? That was just stupid. But yeah, it was cool. We introduced the Vulture, the Scorpion, the Shocker. Awesome. Thor Ragnarok. Ooh, where am I going to put this one? It was just an incredibly fun film the entire way through. Funny, great action scenes, had some emotion when it needed. Huge impact again on the rest of the MCU. Putting it in S, it's tremendous, super duper fun. Hela, great villain. Thor, tremendous. Loki, tremendous. Can't remember his name, but the big rock dude, really really funny. The Grandmaster, the Master, whoever Jeff Goldblum played, that character was insanely amazing. Of course, we had a bit of Planet Hulk thrown in there, Hulk and Thor battling, and that was just incredible. Loved it so much, and a killer soundtrack as well. Black Panther, then, this one was being hyped up to all hell and got tons of praise and award nominations and all things like that. And Black Panther wasn't a character I knew too much, but when he showed up in Civil War he seemed really cool, so I was looking forward to it. And it's good, it is. I don't think it's one of the best. I think it gets a little overrated, in my opinion. But it's still a really good film. Black Panther is a great character. Wakanda being brought into the MCU, again, really, really cool. And yeah, I liked it, but it's a little overrated. Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War, yep, S ranking. Oh my god, now Thanos is finally doing it himself. He's already got a couple of stones. He beats the shit out of the Hulk to begin the film. He kills Loki. He almost kills Thor, basically leaves him for dead. Just, why even bother? Who gives a fuck about Thor? He's nothing anymore. We've got going for the Soul Stone where the Red Skull returns, and that's really cool, and the emotional scene with him having to kill Gamora to get it. You've got Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man in space and on Titan and battling him. The Guardians of the Galaxy show up. You've got everybody else on Earth coming together. You've got a massive fight scene at Wakanda. And then in the end, Thanos wins. The Infinity Gauntlet, all the stones, snaps his finger, wipes out half the universe. The film ends like that. Oh my god, how are they going to fix it? Just pure incredibleness. Love it. Ant-Man and the Wasp. So this took place before Infinity War, but was shown after Infinity War because stuff. The first one was really fun and a big surprise. The second one, I thought it was going to be a lot more fun than it was. Yeah, I'm going to D-ranking. It was great to see Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp. She did a really good job as that. And we got more Ant-Man. You have him growing now. Again, we saw a bit in Civil War with that, but now you have it in the actual Ant-Man film. But the sort of villain, Ghost, or whatever her name was really dull, kind of pointless. And we have, of course, going into the quantum realm and bringing out what's his name's wife. And yeah, the quantum realm has huge implications on the MCU, as we know, but the film is, yeah, it wasn't a great sequel. It was low down on the list. It was enjoyable for what it was, but not particularly great. Captain Marvel. Oh boy, people were going crazy with this one because they thought Captain Marvel's been introduced just before Endgame. That means Captain Marvel's just going to come in and wreck everybody's shit and basically win the day for everybody. And people are like, oh, it's just because she's a woman and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, everyone. It didn't happen for starters, and if it did, fuck you anyway. Not the best film, really, but I very much did enjoy it. Yeah, I'm going to put that in B as well. Thoroughly enjoyed the film myself. I was pleasantly surprised with it because I didn't know much about Captain Marvel. I enjoyed her character. She just seemed kind of like almost happy-go-lucky. She's like, yeah, I'm Captain Marvel. Well, she wasn't called that in the film for the most part, but it's like, yeah, whatever, I have power, let's just go over here and do this. La 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 la. Just like, okay, whatever. We got a great visual effects with a young Nick Fury. Found out what happened to his eye. We even had a bit of Coulson in there, not as much as I was hoping. Introduced the Skrulls. Yeah, fun film. Again, has huge implications on probably the MCU going forward. But I think it's definitely underrated by a lot of people, just because they truly thought that we were getting Captain Marvel thrust upon us, and she was going to be the massive hero of all the MCU now in Endgame and just wreck Thanos and whatever. And it didn't happen, but people were still pissed because she didn't smile or something. Yeah, I don't understand people. Finally, Avengers Endgame. Also S ranking. Just a great culmination of everything. Going back through time to get the stones through the quantum realm was a really cool idea. The shock of killing Thanos off at the very start of the film was insane. It's just like, okay, what the fuck are they going to do now? Thanos is dead. But of course, he ends up coming back through time travel and things like that. Really cool, really well done. Bringing all the characters back for that massive fight scene at the end was great. And, Tony Stark, basically killing himself, committing suicide to save everybody was great. He finally had the Infinity Gauntlet. That was really, really cool moment. And just such a great film. I probably do prefer most of the others in the S ranking to Endgame, believe it or not. But it's still fantastic, definitely S rating. So that is my MCU tier list. Let me know down below what you think of my tier list, and let me know what yours would be. So, I'm bigcal, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.